Good morning, students. Today we are going to start next chapter of geography, that is lifelines of national economy. We use different materials and services in our daily life. We can easily get some goods and services from our surroundings. But for some, we have to depend on other places. We know that goods cannot move on their own, means they cannot shift from supply location to demand location on their own. For this, we need transport. Some people also help in completing the movements of goods and services are called traders. So, the development of any country depends upon the production of goods and services as well as their movements. Movement of these goods and services can be over three important domains of our earth: land, water, and air. Our transport can also be classified into land, water, and air transport. For a long time, trade and transport were restricted to a limited space. But with the development of science and technology, the area of trade and transport has expanded. Today, the world has been converted into a large village with the help of efficient and fast moving transport. Our communication system has also improved. We can say that transport, communication, and trade are complementary to each other. No doubt, India's size is large. It is having many diversities, different languages are spoken, but also India is having good relations with the rest of the world. Railways, airways, waterways, newspapers, radio, television, internet, etc. played an important role in socio-economic development of country. India's trade has shifted from local to international trade, which enriched our life and provided facility to us. Now, we will discuss how modern means of transport and communication serve as lifelines of our nation. We are having different means of transportation. Number 1, land. Number 2, air. Number 3, water transport. Let's study first about land transport. Roadways. India has one of the largest road networks in the world. It is aggregating to about 54.7 lakh kilometer. Roadways is more important than railways in India as they are easy to build and maintain. Students, the main reasons for the growing importance of road transports are: number 1, road construction is much cheaper than railways. Number 2, as compared to railways, roads are easier to lay on undulating and steep slopes like in mountainous region. Next one, road transportation is more economical in transportation of few persons and smaller amount of goods and short distances. It also provides door-to-door services and cost of loading and unloading is much lower. Road transport provide a link between railway stations, airports and seaports. As we want to go to railway station, then first we will use road transport to reach the railway station. In this way, road transport is also worked as a feeder. Move to the classification of roads. Roads are classified in the following 6 classes according to their capacity. Number 1, Golden Quadrilateral Super Highway. The government has launched a major road development project that is quadrilateral and linking Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai and Delhi by 6-lane super highway. It consists of north-south corridors that linked Srinagar, Jammu Kashmir and Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu. It is also having east-west corridors that connected Silchar, Assam and Porbandar, Gujarat. These highways projects are being implemented by the National Highway Authority of India. It connected the mega cities of India, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai. Number 2. National Highways. National highways linked extreme part of the country. These are maintained by Central Public Work Department. A number of major national highway run in north, south and east-west directions. National Highway number 1 is also known as Sher Shah Suri Marg. It connects Delhi and Amritsar. Delhi and Mumbai are connected by National Highway number 8. National Highway 15 covers most area of Rajasthan. National Highway number 7 is the longest highway of our country and its length is 2369 km between Varanasi and Kanyakumari. Third type, state highway. Those roads which connected a state capital with different district headquarters are known as state highways. These are constructed and maintained by the State Public Work Department in state and union territories. Fourth one, district roads. These roads connect the district headquarters with other places of district. These roads are maintained by Jila Parishad. Except these roads, there are some other roads. Now, question is, which are other roads? Answer is rural roads which link rural areas and villages with towns are classified under this category. These roads received special momentum under Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Special provisions are made for such type of roads so that every village in the country is linked to a major town in the country by an all-season motorable road.